I think and I hope I am live. Yes, looks like I am live. Hola, 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 hola. I am going to give it just one more minute to see if anybody else wants to join us. We do have a change in our program, um, but it's all good. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Hey, Elon, don't go anywhere. Okie dokie. I am going to go ahead and get this party started. I would like to say thank you for those of you who are here on the live stream. My name is Charlene T. Easter, and this is my first YouTube video. So if you see perspiration, it's because, hey, Dakisha, it is because I'm excited, but a little bit nervous. So just let a sister glisten and y'all listen in and, you know, participate in the comments. But there is a little bit of a change to our program. My beautiful, beautiful, super knowledgeable special guest, unfortunately, is traveling and due to some issues with that, unable to make it this evening. However, I hope that I can encourage you to come back next week for us to have the full conversation in reference to the gift of sleep, and how to ensure that you get quality rest and restoration. But we are going to, hey, Tracy, we are going to kind of start the conversation off tonight just a little bit. I want to share some of the things that I've been experiencing and why I chose this as the first topic for my YouTube video, but only after I officially introduce myself. Because while I'm speaking to some people who are on the live that I know and appreciate for being here supporting me, there will be people who will eventually view this video who have no idea who I am. So, again, I'm Charlene T. Easter, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am a 20-year HR professional, certified. I am also a part-time makeup artist, and I am a full-time bona fide beauty junkie. I love all things beauty. Makeup, skincare, hair care, fragrance. I love it all. So the reason that I am starting this YouTube channel is to share some of my knowledge, and some of my favorite products in reference to beauty items specifically related to making melanated women look and feel beautiful. That is super important to me, primarily because I am a Black woman and I have fantabulous Black women friends. And the bottom line of it all is that the melanin magic that we all have is often imitated, but it is never duplicated. And so we need to own it. We need to walk in the magnificence that is our melanin. And I want to share things that help us to maintain our melanin, maintain a positive mindset so that we can continue to create magic in our everyday lives, whatever magic is for you, whether you are a stay at home mom, whether you are a college student, whether you are a working woman in the workplace and you work for someone else, or whether you are an entrepreneur. We have to make sure that we take care of ourselves first so that we can then give to others in the way that we want to. So, one of the reasons that I chose this topic, which is about sleep, quality sleep, specifically, and rest and restoration, is because sometimes I think we don't get enough of it. And sleep impacts everything about our health. So it's really, really important that we analyze how much rest we're getting and to ensure that we are making time to restore, you know what I'm saying? And also making time to get quality sleep and making sure we're putting some things in place so that we can get quality rest and be our best for creating these magical lives that we're going to create. So, I won't announce my special guest um, yet. And again, she isn't here tonight. So let me say that again for people who are just coming on. She is traveling and had to make a change of plans. So I hope that you will join us for what I'm going to call part two of this conversation on the gift of sleep. And um, next week, when she comes, and she will share some of the things that she's familiar with in reference to ensuring that she knows how to wind herself down to get quality rest, and also talk to all of us about something that she has to offer that can give many of us the gift of sleep. Hey, y'all. Um, so, one of the things I'm going to mention, so what I will say is number one, I am not a medical professional. So I'm not a medical professional, but I am here sharing some of the things that work for me, and that have been helpful as I've had some challenges over the years with being able to get quality sleep. Um, some of the things, of course, that may have impacted my ability to get quality sleep include stress, which all of us are familiar with at some point or another. Um, and now, as a woman of a certain age, I can also say that I'm certain that hormonal changes can also play a role in, negatively impacting your ability to get quality sleep. So, what I'm going to share are just some of the things that I have been doing and that have been helping me to get more restful sleep. Um, yeah, so let's start with. I have notes to the side because y'all can see I'm glistening. I'm nervous. I'm nervous, but excited. Um, some of the things that I want to share include a couple of things that I have empties because I buy so many of these. Certain supplements have been somewhat helpful to me, and I'm still looking for other supplements to use just to see what works. And I'm curious to know, Dakisha, I'm curious to know what types of things help you all get quality sleep. Okay. Yep. Hey, Sandra. Discipline is your issue. Is that in terms of getting to bed at a decent time or doing certain things that probably help wind you up um, before it's time for you to go to bed? For example, one of the things that I can say that I have to make myself stop doing is scrolling. It is addictive to get on your cell phone and keep looking through. Wait a minute, Mr. Keisha, that's going to help you get some sleep, but we're going to put that up later. Um, scrolling through your phone to ensure, uh, scratch that. I'm so sorry. Scrolling through your phone is a distraction from being able to get quality sleep, not just because of the lights that come through the phone, but I mean, it just gets your brain all activated. Um, so that's one of the things that I made myself kind of stop doing. Um, I won't say quite an hour before bed, but at least 30 minutes or so before I know I'm trying to wind down. The first thing that I do is my skincare, which has been really helpful because I'll talk about it later on the channel. I've had skin issues, and my skin has come a long way, and I'm really grateful. So, um, doing my skincare has become a form of relaxation for me. I am totally addicted to what I consider to be this luxurious skincare line called Tatcha. I love those products. They feel really good on my skin and they smell really, really good. And it's sort of like a signal to my brain that it is time to shut it down for the night, girl. So getting into my skincare routine is something that is super helpful to me as a part of my evening routine to get ready for quality rest. I also really like these Ollie melatonin sleep gummies. So for whatever reason, I'm clearly a big kid. I don't like pills. So the only way I get supplements is in gummy form or in powder form, and I can put it into some sort of smoothie. It is what it is. But these seem to help me if I feel extra wound up, and I chew a couple of these to get myself kind of to bring it down a little bit to get ready to go to sleep. Um, and I also really, really like using essential oils. They do work for me, Dakisha. I like them. This is an empty, and I just purchased another, so I probably had a couple of these empty. So I've bought this at least 3 times. So I do like these. Um, hey, Nikki. Um, I also really love essential oils these days. I actually have a link for these that I can share. But this particular essential oil by doTERRA called Serenity is really, really good. I will run myself a nice bath, another part of me winding down for the evening. If it's a day where I want to take a bath versus a shower, I will put in lavender scented Epsom salt. I will put in a couple of drops, a little more than a couple of drops of this essential oil. And that is a relaxing, calming, mellowing experience. So my bath, my Epsom salt, um, the essential oil, the melatonin, if I feel like it's a night where I'm kind of wound up and I need help. Yes, serenity. Um, and I also, oh, lately, like for the past 4 weeks, um, I've been easing my way back into exercise. So I'm super excited about that. And when I say easing, I mean easing. Like not like Michael Jackson easing on down the yellow brick road because they were going fast. I'm not going that fast yet, but I am just grateful to get myself back into a mode of doing some form of physical exercise. So most evenings, I really enjoy getting out, and especially now because it is summertime here and it's warm, to get out in the fresh air and just walk. And that has a bit of a mellowing and calming effect on me too, because I'm not doing a power walk. It really is just to kind of clear my mind and just wind down a little bit and get outside and get some fresh air. So that is something that helps me a ton. And the other thing that I include in my evening routine, but unfortunately I can't include it at the moment because I broke it, is my cool air. I'm sorry, my cool mist humidifier. It was actually a gift from my mom because I kept telling her I was getting stopped up at night and kind of waking up like gasping for air. Um, and that was probably one of the last things she gave me before she passed away. And I love using it. I love using it because it really helps to open up the air passage and it just cools you down. And again, I'm a woman of a certain age. I'm a woman of a certain age. So all the cooling down sometimes I can get is very, 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 very helpful if y'all understand what I'm saying. So yeah, Kaya, do you mean is the broadcast for men, or are you asking me are any of the specific resources and tools and items that I'm talking about for men? Because I'm gonna go with yes. Yes, you can use the essential oils. Yes, you can use the melatonin and give it a try to see if it works for you. Yes, of course, to a walk. Yes, to the cool mist humidifier. Um, and another supplement that might be really good if you have. Oh, yeah, that's really good, Sandra. I do a lot of candles and incense as well. So that is really good. And it is very calming. I'm curious to know which incense you like, especially like for your evening routine. Just curious. But yeah, I appreciate y'all being here and listening and rolling with the punches as things got changed up a little bit. And I end up just sharing what I'm doing to help myself get some quality rest. Um, and I kind of went through that in just a random order, but I'll say it again. I like to start the evening with my skincare routine. Yes, Nicole. Yes. And oh, thank you for saying that, Nicole. I mentioned the essential oil and specifically the Serenity oil from doTERRA, which I really love. But I will also sometimes just a little bit before my workday ends. So maybe about 4:30 or 5. Sometimes I will put other essential oils that kind of invigorate me a little, but feel calming as well in my diffuser. And I have a couple of them around the house. And that would be lavender, and that would be wild orange, and maybe a little bit of peppermint. Just a very little. I like that combination, like in the morning, to kind of, it's like it peps you up, wakes you up, but it still kind of keeps you kind of level and calm. But sometimes I might just add a few extra drops of the lavender when it's kind of time for me to wind down for the evening. And then I might switch over to the Serenity oil an hour or two before it's time for me to go to bed to add that, not just to my bath water, but also in my diffuser. Thanks for that reminder, Nikki. Yep, I added to my diffuser. It makes the difference. And then with the Cool Mist humidifier, yeah. And I think anyone here who knows me knows that music is almost always a part of everything I do, whether I'm trying to get hype or whether I'm trying to go to bed. So sometimes I'll put on one of my favorite old school playlists and listen to that. And yeah, I just calm and wind myself down. And it's super important to me because again, I realized some years back, I've been on, I'm not quite on it now, but a weight loss journey. I was on a weight loss journey, let's be clear. And one of the things that my endocrinologist shared with me is the inability to get quality rest and sleep can hinder my ability to lose weight. And I think that was one of the reasons why I said, oh, wow. I think that was one of the reasons why I said to myself, okay, you got to change how you eat. You need to start working out again. You got to try to get your sleep on point. You have to try to reduce some of the stress you have going on in your life. So, what are you going to start with? Because we can't just do everything at once. So, I started with sleep. I started with stop forcing myself to stay up to be on social media or watch TV or do anything that didn't really make sense that I couldn't do it the next day or on the weekend. And I really started to focus on making sure I took the time to try to get in the bed, to try to get in the bed at a decent time so that I could get some rest. So, yeah, sleep is really, really important to everything we do. In addition to the fact that you're not going to feel energetic the next day, you're not going to feel focused. Quite frankly, you might feel a little bit grumpy. So, yeah, that's the main reason why I decided to start with the topic of quality sleep, rest, and restoration for this first video. And while things didn't quite go as planned, I am very much looking forward to talking to my super informative special guest next week. And I do hope y'all will come back and join me. And I also hope you will subscribe to my channel. I do plan on sharing content related to all forms of beauty, also all forms of wellness, and sharing a sprinkling of advice related to all things that I put in the magic category. So anything related to how you organize your life, anything related to how you can work better, how you can be better, your personal development and professional development, and where I may not have the expertise, experience, or knowledge, I'm going to be tapping other people to come and talk to me here to share with us so we can all do and be better. So, yeah, that is pretty much, I guess, what I wanted to run through today to get this conversation started about quality sleep and why it's super important. And I hope you'll continue to share in the comments. Um, what really works for you, to include to include specific brands and products that you use and why you like them, because it may help someone else. And again, I don't think anyone here, hey, Area. I don't think anyone here is a medical professional, but sharing information is often how we help each other. So that's the intention here. Just know I'm not your doctor. So before you try certain things, you might need to have a conversation with your medical team or healthcare professional. So yeah. All right. I think I sweated enough. I am glistening, y'all, and not just from these lights. But yes, and if there are any topics that you are specifically interested in as women of color, and Kaya, you're here. So please know that while you may not at all be interested in makeup, I talk about skincare, and guys need quality skincare too. So that may be beneficial to you, as well as body care. So I don't forget about the dudes when it comes to skincare and body care, and honestly, some of the wellness things that we'll talk about. Hopefully, it'll be helpful or useful. And I welcome any suggestions on which things you like to see moving forward. This is the beginning of what I will call a Wellness Wednesday series that I think I'm going to do maybe every other week. And I plan to do it live, but I will also be uploading other videos. A lot of videos about products, because I am a product junkie. If you follow me on social media, you kind of know I'm a product junkie. So I'm going to share all the things that keeps our melanin popping. Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate y'all for joining me this evening. I'm excited to start this channel and share information. And I hope to truly grow a community of melanated women who want to uplift and support each other, especially when we get so much negativity sometimes day to day. We need to have a safe space where we can come and talk and unload and share wisdom, advice, and guidance. And that's what I hope to cultivate, as well as have fun, because I'm silly. I like to laugh. I like to get together, to kiki and all the things. So that's my intention with starting this channel. And yeah, I thank you so much for being here tonight. And I welcome any feedback you'd like to share with me. You can find me on social media, Instagram at Charlene T. Easter, which is the same as my YouTube handle. And if you like TikTok, I'm on TikTok too. And that is at Charlene T. Easter. It's 2 R's at the end because someone took my name. So you have to get in where you fit in sometimes. And I'm also on Facebook. So you can find me on my Facebook page, which is also at Charlene T. Easter. And my beauty profile on LinkedIn is also Charlene T. Easter. So Charlene T. Easter everywhere. That's where you can find me. And I look forward to engaging, getting feedback, getting comments and suggestions, and, growing this community. So I am going to get off of here. Again, I thank you for showing up for me. I appreciate it. And I look forward to seeing you next week, probably Wednesday at 6 p.m., when I will have my special guest when she is settled in, and we can continue this conversation about the gift of sleep and how to ensure you get great rest and recovery. Bye, y'all.